How's it going, everybody? Tom here with Keto Lifestyle, and today we are going to be making a keto-friendly Chicken Fettuccine Alfredo. Now, this is one of my favorite foods before I started keto, and I'm using the same sauce recipe that I've always used, but we're just going to sub out the noodles for zucchini noodles. So I'm going to put the macros for this right here. Now, the first thing you're really going to need is a pound of chicken. Don't really care how you get it. I pre-cook mine. If you buy it pre-cooked, that's great. You want to cook it yourself, you want to grill it, whatever. Just get a pound of cooked chicken. So now that you have your chicken, whether you cooked it yourself or bought it pre-cooked, we're going to go ahead and start the sauce. And the first step in our sauce is actually going to be cooking some garlic with some butter. Now, I typically use about a clove of garlic and 4 tablespoons of butter. I buy my butter in bulk because I'm on keto, and who doesn't buy a pound of butter at a time? And so that comes out to about 56 grams. So let's go ahead and get that cooked up. So now that this has been going for a minute and the garlic is starting to turn a golden brownish color, we're going to go ahead and add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and kind of just stir that in until it warms up a little bit. Once your cream and butter mixture is kind of bubbling and coming up to temperature, you're going to want to go ahead and add some mozzarella and some Parmesan cheese. We're going to go ahead and add a ½ cup of mozzarella and 3/4 cup of Parmesan. So now that the cheese is mixed in there, you're going to want to drop your temperature to medium-low and kind of keep stirring it so it doesn't burn on there. And then we're going to go ahead and also add our seasoning at this point. So the seasoning for this is pretty simple. We're going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, just a pinch of red pepper, and then salt and black pepper to taste. Once the seasonings are mixed in, we're going to want to go ahead and add our chicken. The water from the chicken is going to thin out the sauce a little bit. So if it's looking a little thick at this point, this is going to help. So go ahead and add this in there. And just keep the sauce going on low for about 5 minutes until all of the cheese is fully melted. And now we're going to get started on our noodles. For the noodles, we're going to go ahead and spiralize our own zucchini, but you can buy zucchini noodles at the store. They're just a lot more expensive, and these spiralizers don't cost much money. Now, I do recommend 1 zucchini per person, and obviously I'm eating for 2. So we're going to go ahead and get this done. So now we have our zucchini noodles, and we're going to want to cook them for just a few minutes, and we're going to do this by putting them in a separate pan with a tablespoon of olive oil and just kind of mix them around. You want them to still be firm. Do not add these to the sauce because they will put off a lot of water, and then your sauce is just going to be completely ruined. So now my zucchini noodles have gotten a little bit softer, but they're not overdone. You don't want them squishy, and my sauce has become consistent. You don't want clumps in it or anything like that, but you also want to overcook it because then it can kind of separate and you'll get a layer of fat and then clumps of cheese. So be a little careful with that. But mine's ready to go, so it's time to plate this. So it is time for the taste test. I went ahead and plated it up here. So let's see how it tastes. Now that's awesome. Now, anybody who tells you that zucchini noodles taste just like regular noodles is lying to themselves. You can definitely tell that's a zucchini noodle, but in terms of a substitute, it's great. I've tried making this with Miracle noodles and whatever other keto-friendly noodle options there are, but I found that zucchini noodles actually just works the best. So with that, I'm going to close out the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It really does help me out a lot. If you want to leave this video a like, great. If you have any questions about the recipe or anything for me, go ahead and leave it in the comment section. With that, I'll see you guys later.